Hello, everyone, and welcome to another great episode of the Gridiron Glory here with Will and Tad, where we talk about all things NFL, all things, all 32 teams, and today we're going to be talking about all things NFC East with the Eagles holding on to first place in the division with a 26-18 Thursday night football home victory over the Washington Commanders. The Eagles, they go to 8-2, Washington falling to 7-4 after their impressive start. Jalen Hurts did what he could on the day, 18 of 28, 221 yards. Also 10 rushes for 39 yards and a tush push touchdown. So did what they normally do there. The highlight of the offense was Saquon Barkley, as it usually is. 26 carries, 146 yards, two touchdowns, also two catches for 52 yards, including an exciting 43-yard reception. So Saquon Barkley continuing to prove that he is one of the best running backs in the league. It's, in my opinion, it's hard not to say he's a top two running back in the league at this point. Would you agree?
Um, Tad, he's definitely a top three running back in the league with all due respect to Christian McCaffrey. But yes, when I think of running backs in the NFL, the three faces of running backs, in my opinion, are definitely, yes, Saquon, Derek, and Christian.
Christian McCaffrey, yeah. Yeah, I would probably put McCaffrey ahead of Barkley if he was fully healthy. I don't know if he's 100% yet, and he's certainly missed a lot of time. So this year, Barkley's having the better year, obviously with the health. But
Currently, overall for the 2024 season, yes, I would rank Derek 1, Barkley 2.
yeah, that's kind of the mindset I have with my top two ranking.
But even then, Barkley's making a strong one case. He's gaining up.
Yeah, and he's definitely getting a lot of opportunities. Like we're seeing him with the 26 carries this week. So the Eagles, they're putting a lot of the offense into his hands, and he definitely did not disappoint. In the receiving game, we had some decent performances. AJ Brown, 5 for 65. Dallas Goedert, 5 for 61. And I'd sincerely like to know where you would rank Dallas Goedert among tight ends in the NFC specifically.
The NFC specifically, Tad, my God, I would definitely say, with all due respect, in the NFC specifically,
Yeah.
man, 31 catches, 387 yards, a touchdown. That's not terrible. I'd probably, honestly, with all due respect, rank him like a bottom half NFC tight end, but not the worst tight end in the AFC. A veteran, if nothing else, out of South Dakota State.
Yeah, a very interesting take there. Yeah, he's having an interesting season, certainly. Looking at this Eagles defense, led by Zach Bond today with his 15 tackles, 9 solo tackles, one pass deflection and tackle for loss. A very impressive linebacker out of Wisconsin, the 2020 third-round pick. He's having a fairly impressive regular season, 102 tackles on the year, 64 solo tackles, tied for second in the league. So definitely a breakout year for the linebacker out of Wisconsin, who already has a career high in tackles.
Yeah, who already has a career high in tackles. So he's doing some really good things there, sir.
Yep. Definitely a better Eagles defense than we've seen in especially towards the end of the year last year. We've harped on that, and they've done what they can to improve. So very impressive look from the Eagles defense. Anyone else on the Eagles defense you'd like to highlight?
Yeah, you got guys like Brandon Graham, of course, Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith Jr., C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Darius Slay. Even this is a pretty well-rounded defense, sir. And they went out there and they did their job in this game, especially at the end.
That they did.
But biggest shout out to Saquon Barkley for sure.
Yep, Saquon Barkley, the difference maker for the offense for sure.
I mean, Jaden Daniels, I mean, this was just a learning moment, a developing moment for him for sure.
Yes, definitely a learning moment for the young rookie. His first game in Philadelphia, a big
Right.
rivalry game, division rivalry. Probably you could argue the biggest game of his young career, where if you win the game, you take first place back in your division. And it's not necessarily that the moment was too big for him. I mean, it felt like he made some plays, but I mean, he just the Eagles defense contained him very well. They didn't give up any big plays in the run game to Daniels. They kept him under control for the most part in the pass game. 22 of 32, 191 yards. He did have one touchdown to Zach Ertz, and one interception. So not a terrible game for Jaden Daniels by any means, but he definitely wasn't his electric self that we've grown accustomed to early in his career.
No, definitely not. So, um, definitely not his customary self. But yeah, he'll learn from this. And next week,
Yes.
you got a home game against the divisional rival Dallas Cowboys. So that'll be a big game there for Philly. They will be playing at the Rams on Sunday Night Football. That'll be a massive NFC playoff implication game. So yeah, Eagles beat the Commanders on Thursday Night Football, 26-18. I didn't really have any other final thoughts or takes on this game. I mean, yeah, Jalen went out there. I mean, showed the leadership. I mean, you had the big plays and everything, but ultimately Saquon Barkley just really doing his thing here, sir.
I did want to shout out Austin Eckler out of the backfield, 8 catches for 89 yards. That's a pretty solid day for the dual threat running back. Other than that, I didn't really have any other final takes. So thank you for watching. And please continue to like, subscribe, and follow the Gridiron Glory as we continue to cover the NFL season. Thanks for watching.